Hi, Taurus. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your October 2025 Singles Psychic Prediction. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides what's next in love, what's coming towards you, any loving evidence that spirit has for you. I do have some charms and some initials, so we'll be using those. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. Let's see what October has in store for you. Take with you what connects to you, leave the rest for everybody else, as always. Spirit, please share with me for my Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is it that you have for us today? What is coming our way? What loving messages do you want us to hear? I am listening for you now. I have marriage material. Okay, so if that's something that you're looking for, I want somebody that I can spend my life with. I want somebody that I feel is worthy of somebody that I would actually marry or be a spouse. So that could be really important to you. I'm in search of a wife. Yeah, you could be marriage material. You could be somebody that they look at you and say, I could see myself with you for the rest of my life. And believe it or not, there are people out there that do want to settle down. They do want to be in a committed relationship. They would love to have a home with somebody, family. So, you know, not everybody is just a player or only wanting one thing. There's a lot of people out there that really want the real deal. I'm having fantasies, fantasizing about you. I've got you on my mind. I have been conflicted about something. So a little bit of, I want to make sure that this is what I think it is. It was more of I need more time to know if this is real. I'm just going to say, is this real, spirit? Because there's a sense of too good to be true. But you know what? Those are usually the best relationships. You know, when it is too good to be true, it's usually means it's right. I feel the same way. We are going to find out very soon. If somebody has come into your life or even somebody new, you're going to find out very soon that the feelings are mutual and that we are developing feelings for each other, spirit's saying now. There's a magnetic energy. I love that. So we're definitely both feeling it. I think that that's very important. I feel that sometimes the other person doesn't even have to say they feel the same way. You can just tell by the way they're acting or treating you or the way they hold you, kiss you. You can tell. I'm hesitant to make you an offer. So there's a little bit of a conflict here. Maybe they want to ask you something, but they feel like it's too soon. Maybe they don't want to look like they're being overly aggressive in some way. But there's a part of me that feels like they want to have a heart-to-heart about either where we're going or what it is that you want. So I'm going to say prepare, but I feel like it's in a good way. I feel like this person is ready to kind of share their feelings. They're saying sooner than later. So before you know it, so to speak. Let's see what the cards are saying. I have an Ace of Swords. Absolutely. I have a Nine of Cups. I have a Two of Swords. And I have a Hanged Man. So it's coming into me as I've never been happier. And then it came into me as I don't want to spook you or I don't want to rush you away. And if you need time, I'll give you the time. There's a feeling of I'm not going anywhere. So maybe you're the one saying, I don't want to go too fast, or I want to see where this goes. I don't want to I don't know, just I want to keep it the way it is for now. It's working. I have a Fool. It's a relatively new relationship, or is a new relationship. I feel like they're getting ready to be really honest with their feelings. I do. I feel that there's a part of me that says this person just wants to know where you stand. Do you feel the same way? Hey, we've had, I don't know, a handful of dates. We're definitely into each other. There's a sense of there's something here. And it's almost like the person says, how are we doing? What do you think? How do you feel? Where do you see this going? And they're a little bit hesitant because maybe they're afraid of the answer. Maybe they're afraid that you don't feel the same way. But I do feel like this heart to heart brings out the mutual feelings. And I do feel like it's almost like a relief that we are both feeling the same way. I do feel that. I feel relieved, once it's out in the open, that we both are feeling the same way. I have Song of the Sea. Okay, that's coming into me as vast. The sea is vast. That whale is vast. So it was almost this sense of this love can grow. This love can be bigger than life. This love can get better and bigger. I can feel it in my heart. I can feel it in my soul. So it's that song within us, I guess, that tells us we're happy. I feel joy. I feel that this is this can be vast. There's a sense of infinity around it. I have Oak and Doors. Here's a battle. I've been through a lot to get here, and I know what I want. I'm not going to give up on love. I'm going to appreciate somebody who is put in front of me that I like, I enjoy, I'm connecting to. Daisy and Dandelion. That feels magical with the kind of dandelion wish, like make a wish. And I like this feeling of the fairy energy, this kind of I'm making a wish. I'm going to make sure that this is what I want, or this is what I wanted. And again, I feel like I fought for this. I feel like I deserve to be happy. And whatever I've been through up until now has brought me to here. So I do deserve to be happy. Spirit, please share with me. How are we doing? Where are we headed? I like the vastness. I like the infinite energy that I'm feeling. I have a union, hand in hand. I like that. I always like the feeling of, hold my hand, but, this looks like a marriage union. This looks like they're dressed up. They're dressed up in very formal wear, and they're almost standing at the altar, holding hands, during the vows or the prayers. So it is a union, and I'm feeling it. So it could be, for some of you, it could definitely be the start of the person you end up with, a spouse. Is this real? Is this a future spouse? Something like that, because some of you are manifesting that. And if you're manifesting that with me today, then these could be clues that, yeah, this is on its way. I have a karmic partner. I'm going to put the battle with the karmic partner for now, because it's a little bit of I've been through a lot. I've had other experiences. I just want love. Spirit saying, I just want some more. I want some simplicity in my life. I'm unbothered. I'm going to say I'm unbothered by this karmic energy anymore. Like, I'm not allowing that karmic energy to take away my peace, take away all that I've earned. I've got that karmic energy out of my system a long time ago, and I'm in a better place. So I'm not going to let them bother me anymore. I haven't for a long time. I have changed. I've changed. There's a transformation here. I'm not the person that I was. and I am in a better place. So I like that. I mean, right now I feel like all things are starting to line up for you. I do feel like things are mutual. I liked that. It's always important. Sometimes you like somebody and they don't necessarily want the same things, and it's heartbreaking. I have the letter K, kindness, compassion, more give and take. I think kindness is one of the best values that somebody can bring to a relationship. You know, if you find somebody who's just kind and caring, you know, you've got somebody that has gold. You know, it's just somebody who's going to be there for you. They're just genuinely kind. Is like, that's who they are. I have justice, taking a stand, legal matters. Could be a contract, could be let's buy a home together. Somebody could have gone through a divorce recently. Somebody who has stood up for themselves. They had to change their whole life. So there could be something in this person's past or yours that was connected to the legal system. I had to get through something to change. The letter T, do it now. Coming soon. Cycles are ending and they're beginning. For every ending, there's a new beginning. We all know that. These are my Ouija board cards. They're kind of cool. Do it now. I like that. Or I even like this sense of coming soon. It's kind of one of my favorite words is soon. I don't know why, but I always feel so hopeful. Like soon is right around the corner, or it's any day now, or you're not going to wait much longer. So I always like when Spirit shares with me soon. I'll take soon any day of the week. I have an S for Spirit. This is divinely guided and help from beyond, the letter S. A little bit of a lost loved one energy there, helping you, possibly somebody who has one of these letters. Okay, could be a grandparent, a parent, sibling, but it feels like I just know this person is sending me to you. I just know this person's out there helping me find my person. Their approval, Spirit saying, like, whoever this person is in the spirit world, they want their approval, even from the spirit world. How nice. But yeah, they're helping you find your person. They're going to send this person to you. That feels wonderful. All right, let's get some initials. Let's see what they're saying. These could be first initials, last initials. These could be a spelling of somebody that you have on your mind today, something like that. So don't worry if you don't see your person's initials. Let's see what we have. I have an F, an X, I have a W, I have an M, I have a G, I have an R, U, D, Q, I have an S, P, I have a D, K, Y, and the letter B. Okay. So that could be connecting to some of you. Let's see what else they want you to know about this connection. Spirit, what are we looking for in this connection? What is important in this connection? Let's see. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Reckless actions lead to conflict. I'm going to say that one of you is saying, I don't want to say I'm going slow, but it could be, I just don't want to rush into something. I want to make sure this is real. I want to make sure we do it the right way. It could be, I don't want to be intimate right away. I want to make sure that we both have feelings. I want to make sure we don't just jump into bed and then, we blow it somehow because of, sex gets involved and emotions get kind of escalated. But it could be just, I want to kind of control that fire energy, that passion. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, but there's a lot of people that try to slow it down because they don't want to mess it up, not because they don't want it. It's just that they know that if it goes too fast, we kind of miss the steps in between of getting to know each other and building a foundation and building trust. So sometimes when we're a little bit wiser and we've gone through other experiences, we try to just cool it as best we can and still have a good time. I have the shield. You're safe from harm. That came into me as a divine masculine. There's a beautiful provide and protect energy. There's a sense of security, energy that I'm here for you. I want to be here for you. I have a dagger. Conflict and danger lie in wait. So there's I don't want to go too fast because I don't know what I'm getting into. And I don't want to wake up one day, realize that I'm in love with somebody that I didn't know, like everything I should have about them. You know, that happens a lot. You fall in love with somebody and you realize like they have strings attached to somebody and they didn't tell you up front, or I don't know, you know, there's a lot of different scenarios, but right now it's like, I just don't want to be caught off guard. You know, I have a Harlequin. True feelings are masked. I want to open up. We are ready to have a heart-to-heart, they said. We are getting ready to express our feelings. Maybe one of us has been holding back only because they just want to make sure you feel the same way. They don't want to be rejected, something like that. Let's get some charms. Let's see if they've got some clues for the charms today. Spirit, what do you have for charms? So I've got a big, beautiful bowl. Let's see what they have. This has some signs. It has some numbers, it looks like. Let's get the signs first. Okay, I have a Scorpio. I have another Scorpio. Okay, maybe Scorpio is really important. I have a Taurus. Okay, it's Taurus and Scorpio. I have a Libra. I have a couple letters here. I have the letter D. I have a letter S. The number 5, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months. Go with that. I have in the AM. That felt like I talk to you every morning. I feel like that's part of our routine, like good morning. Maybe it's on the way to work or while I'm getting ready for work, something like that. I have the letter Z. What is this little guy? I have a bunny. This bunny is jumping for joy, it looks like. This bunny is dancing. So I feel happy. I feel light on my feet. So there's a kind of a skip to my step. So I could just feel lighthearted and, I don't know, maybe happier than I've been in a long time. That's nice. I have some flowers. I want to see this grow is how that came into me. I have a bird on a kind of ring. It came into me as I want to tell you something, like the talking bird, a talking parrot. And it was almost like, listen to me, I'm going to tell you something. So that I do feel the heart-to-heart coming. I feel like somebody's ready to come forward. I have a little boy. Okay, so we could have a little boy in this connection. Somebody has a child. And then I have a shooting star. I like this, make a wish. So is this real? You know, wishes come true. And sometimes we just don't believe it when it's not here. But there comes a day that what you're manifesting, what you're hoping, what you're wishing for actually comes into your life. And then we go to the opposite extreme where we don't believe it. You've been manifesting this, you've been waiting for it. It's here, you're happy, you're jumping for joy. And then you turn around and say, now I don't believe it. It's too good to be true. So it's like, which way do you want it? You know, so when it comes in, you've got to kind of say, thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful love that has come into my life that I have been asking for. Because you've delivered it. And that's really what Spirit wants. Spirit wants to keep hearing from you what it is that you want, so I can help you, so I can help you to achieve that, so I can bring that to you. So it's a beautiful energy when we are very accepting of it. You know, it's when it's here, we just say thank you instead of questioning it. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Princess of Swords. You came into me as speak your truth, be yourself, be strong. I have a Two of Wands. I feel like somebody is going to step forward and say, I absolutely see this going further. I absolutely see that we could become something very special, this kind of vast, infinite love. And maybe I've never felt this way. Maybe I never committed with that kind of conversation with somebody right from the beginning. But I think when it's the right person, you start talking like that. I do. I feel like you start and you don't even realize it. You're like, there's an us, there's a we, our future. This is what I'd like to see. When you feel in the back of your mind, it's not somebody that you really could see yourself with, you just don't have those kinds of conversations. I don't know why, but when it's somebody that you really want to be with, it's like, I definitely can see you. I can grow old with you. I have a Six of Swords. And I have a Princess of Wands. So this Princess of Swords, Princess of Wands, I'm going to say it took me a long time, and in a way, it took me a long time to get away from something else or someone else. It took me a long time to get out of my system. Somebody that had captured my heart, held my heart. I don't take that lightly because it was so much work to get over that person. And they're saying you reinvented yourself as that Princess of Swords and Wands, that you are more powerful today. You're more driven today. You have things in your life that you didn't have before that are just yours. So yeah, sometimes we have to go through that journey with that Six of Swords in order to find ourselves. And I feel like you did do that. I have a Nine of Pentacles. You're in a good place to bring in love. I love the Magician at the bottom of the deck. And then there's the infinity symbol again. That's really jumping out at me. Maybe somebody has a tattoo. Maybe somebody has a necklace with an infinity symbol. But there is this sense of infinite love in this connection. And the sky's the limit would be another way for me to say it. Like, we can take this as far as we want. I don't think there's anything holding us back. You know, the feelings are mutual. We both want it. Spirit, please share with me a timeline. What timeline do you have for this connection? It's in progress now. I love that. This wise owl. It's almost like trust your own wisdom, trust your own intuition with that owl as well. I have November. Okay, so we could be meeting this person at any time. We could know in a very short period of time. They said soon that this is the person I want to be with. Within 3 months. I love that. Maybe somebody has a little tabby cat, little orange cat. And I have a long time. I'm not going to say a long time that until this comes. I'm going to say it's been a long time waiting. And Spirit knows that. But, you know, again, that changes. That there is a day where what you are asking for does come in. And that's when you say, you know, is this real? Yeah, it's real. It's something that within 6 months, you could be in a different place in 6 months from now. You could be madly in love with somebody. You could be, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. We're talking about living together. We're talking about a future together. As you get older, you can make those decisions, 6 months, a year, is sometimes enough time for you to decide, like, this is the person that I really want in my life. So things can happen very, very quickly. Let's see what the love messages are. It feels good. November feels like I want to say an informational month, only because I feel like you're gathering all this knowledge about this person and you're kind of confirming your feelings. They're confirming their feelings. So this could be a big month of just taking it to the next level. I pretend that everything is okay, that I was hurting inside. That could be, you had that Six of Swords. It could have taken you a long time. Everybody thought you were over somebody, but you held on to it for a long time. It took you a lot longer to move on than you ever thought it would. That happens to a lot of people. I haven't been the same since we met. You've opened up something inside of me that I thought was broken. I thought it didn't exist anymore. It was way in the back of my closet. I forgot that I had these types of feelings. So here I am again. Please don't shut me out now that I found you. Words can't express how much I care for you. I liked in the beginning where they shared with me kindness and I felt caring. I feel like those are big qualities in this connection. You've got somebody who's kind. You've got somebody who cares for you. So, I mean, it sounds so simple, but at the end of the day, if you have those two things, you have a lot. You've taught me so much. I'm so glad you're in my life is how that just came in. And I have learned from my mistakes. I think that we all do. And you're not going to make the same mistakes twice. So for those of you that struggle with, going around in circles or meeting the same types of people or bad judgments, maybe this time around you're going to take it a little slower so that you have that time to see what's right in front of you. I'm determined to make things right. How about I'm determined to have a relationship that works, a relationship that works for both of us? I really want a relationship that is successful and happy and doesn't have a bunch of crazy in it. I can't deny that you are my soulmate. How gorgeous. So have you just met your soulmate? Possibly. We're going to put this out into the universe today, but I liked soon. I'm going to grab soon for today. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. Also, I have 2 other YouTube channels. I do have a Pick a Card channel, and I have a Twin Flame Soulmate channel, so you may be interested in those readings there. Those, the links to those videos and those channels are in the description. I hope you enjoyed your reading today. I hope you have a great October, and we'll see you all again in another love reading real soon.